Hey, this is Mark Moore, aka Tuxedo Mark, at various places on the internet. It's 11:22 a.m. according to a computer clock on Friday, September 11, 2015. And this is my review of original Sailor Moon anime episode number 64, or episode number 18 of R, or episode number 5 of Romance, In Search of the Silver Crystal, ChibiUsa's Secret. This episode originally aired in Japan on July 31st, 1993. First of all, there's no pre-title scene in this episode. The Black Moon girls are arguing over fashion or some stupid crap. And they do mention that it's summer and it's hot. So, yeah. So it seems that to be taking place roughly in real time. Anyway, there's a stupid droid in this episode that's used to create a thunderstorm because Rubius discovered the rabbit is afraid of thunderstorms, so they want to lure her out into the open. How they'll know who the rabbit is, I don't know, but because a bunch of girls would be afraid of thunderstorms, and why would she be lured out into the open during a thunderstorm? And this is so stupid. Anyway, the droid is stupid. It's like something that beats on a drum and uses a blow dryer to create a thunderstorm. It's stupid. Anyway, let's see. Usagi comes home and looks for her mom. She calls for her mom, but Luna says, "Mom's not here. Don't you remember at breakfast she said she'd be out with a friend and would be home until late?" And Usagi is completely dumbfounded by this. And she's like, "What?" And she's like, "Well, then you gotta get me a towel because I'm soaking wet. I'm soaking wet and you're my pet. How about that?" Yes, Usagi makes up a silly rhyme on the spot. I don't know how it went in the original Japanese, but okay, that was a cute moment. It just shows Usagi being silly, just not silly in a dumb way, just she's being goofy. Anyway, Luna says that Usagi has to go out and look for ChibiUsa because she hasn't come home from swimming class. Why is ChibiUsa enrolled in swimming class? Why did they enroll her in swimming class? Anyway, wouldn't this take away from her mission to look for the silver crystal? But anyway, Usagi doesn't want to go, and she refuses to go because she's scared of lightning and thunder. But later on she does go, and we never find out what changed her mind. I mean, did Luna threaten to scratch her or something? I mean, the next thing that we see, she's out looking for ChibiUsa in the rain. She goes to ChibiUsa's school and can't find her because ChibiUsa already left. She calls home, and Shingo is playing a Sailor Moon video game. Yeah, Sailor Moon has a home console video game. Who designed this? And did Usagi give permission? Why is there a Sailor Moon video game in the Sailor Moon universe? Who authorized this? But anyway, is Usagi getting any money out of this? Or anyway, Shingo refuses to answer the phone until he loses at the game. And then he finds out that it's just stupid Usagi. And since ChibiUsa's not home, he's like, well, I guess you better just go look for her. He's a dick. Anyway, ChibiUsa uses Luna P to contact Sailor Pluto. This is the first that we hear of Sailor Pluto. There's a really pixelated image that comes through on the screen. We don't learn it's Sailor Pluto yet, and we hear a voice, but it's kind of like digitally processed, like because it's coming through Luna P across time or whatever. But yeah, this is the first time that we hear and technically see Sailor Pluto. But ChibiUsa calls her Pooh, which is so sickening. It's just blah. I hate that nickname, Pooh. I mean, I'd be offended if I was Sailor Pluto. It's like, who you call Pooh? Little brat. But anyway. Usagi runs into Mamoru while she's searching for ChibiUsa, and that is quite a coincidence, considering how big the Tokyo is. Anyway, Usagi is jealous of ChibiUsa because Mamoru is all ready to look for ChibiUsa, but he doesn't care for Usagi. Even he points out the stupidity of this, like, she's just a little kid, and yes, I'm concerned about her. Why would Usagi be jealous of this little kid? I mean, she could kick her like a soccer ball or whatever. Anyway, Mamoru agrees to help Usagi look for ChibiUsa. All of the girls gather in a diner by sheer coincidence, like the rest of the senshi. And even one of them points out that it's quite a coincidence that the four of them always happen to come together and run into each other. And yes, it is a huge coincidence considering how freaking big Tokyo is. Even just the Juban neighborhood. I mean, what are the chances of all four of them being caught in this rain, this artificial thunderstorm that's created, that all four of them would enter into the same restaurant? And of course, Ami, for whatever reason, was carrying around all of her books and decides to study all of them while waiting for the rain to pass. Whatever. Anyway. ChibiUsa tries to go home. She tries to use her time key to go home, but instead it messes up gravity. Yeah. It messes up gravity really selectively, considering everything's okay out on the street, but the only places that seem to be affected where gravity is lost are the diner, where the senshi are, and the supermarket that ChibiUsa finds herself in. Yeah, that's quite selective gravity loss. It's never explained. Anyway, I could understand gravity being affected where ChibiUsa is, but what about the diner where the other girls are? I mean, why is that affected? Anyway, there is a cute moment where Rei floats up and her head goes inside Minako's skirt. Yeah. I kind of like the Deke English dub version of Minako's reaction, where she's basically just like, excuse me. But here she's like, hey, what do you think you're doing? It's funny, anyway. But, I wonder if Rei enjoyed herself. But anyway, then ChibiUsa lets out her super cry, where her crescent moon on her forehead appears and this beam of light shoots up in the sky because ChibiUsa is really upset and she's crying and it's really annoying. Anyway, all of the girls refer to the droid as a droid, and I'm wondering when they learn the term droid. I mean, just like Guardian from the previous arc, I'm not sure if they ever officially learned the term. But anyway, after everything's done and ChibiUsa restores gravity, and Makoto's wondering, she's demanding to know what the necklace is, where ChibiUsa's from, and all of the girls are asking where ChibiUsa's from. And Tuxedo Mask puts an end to the grilling. He's like, there's some things that some people want to keep private. ChibiUsa is the key to all of this. Why are they delaying revealing everything? The episode is even called ChibiUsa's Secret. and in search of the silver crystal. Neither of which actually happens in this episode. ChibiUsa isn't searching for the silver crystal in this episode. Except, Sailor Plutus says she can't return to her own time until she finds the silver crystal, but she doesn't actually look for it in this episode. And we don't actually learn ChibiUsa's secret in this episode. Anyway. Afterwards, ChibiUsa is walking hand in hand with Tuxedo Mask outside after the rain's over. She's singing a rain song, and she's singing about Tuxedo Mask. I was hoping that they would do the same song that the Deke Dub did, which was like a version of, Rain or Shine. But they didn't. She sings some other kind of rain song that includes Tuxedo Mask. Whatever. I remember the Deke lyrics. It was like, rain or shine, I'm happiest when I'm with Tuxedo Mask. He makes me sing, he makes me laugh. I just love Tuxedo Mask. And then Usagi's like, keep my Tuxedo Mask all to herself. But she is just a kid, and it is nice to see her happy. Yeah. I love Terry Hawk Terry Hawks as Serena. I loved Valley Girl Sailor Moon. At least Terry Hawks' version. Anyway, the next episode preview, Usagi actually says Makoto correctly. She stresses the next to last syllable. But then she gets Minako wrong by saying Minako. Yeah, she says Makoto and Minako. Be consistent. Anyway, as for what really went down in this episode, in the original timeline, not a whole heck of a lot, because all of this has to do with ChibiUsa. The thunderstorm never happened. Usagi never went out to look for ChibiUsa. Basically, what I guess happened was Usagi came home, learned from Luna that her mom would be out late with a friend, and then sat around the house, I guess, and Shingo played video games, and that was it. She might not have even met the other Senshi during this episode in the original timeline. And that's it. Yeah. Anyway, it's 11:35 a.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.